Hi everyone, my name is Gwen, and this is episode 6 where we're discussing agentic processes and orchestration. So, we're talking now about managing the unhappy path or where things go wrong. One of the most dangerous mistakes a CEO can make is assuming that a new employee will never make a mistake. And this can be said for anyone in any organization, whichever level they're at. So, the same is true for AI. So, in a properly architected swarm or system, every single workflow has strict built-in safety nets. It's actually something that forms somewhat naturally as long as you've got people who are HITL or human in the loop to tell the system so. Ideally, we don't just let agents fail silently and hope no one notices. And so, how do we do this? We actually monitor something mathematically called the confidence score. So just like a human employee, an AI knows when it's guessing. So if a sales agent decides that a prospective client is getting angry, or if the AI is less than 85% confident in the email they just drafted, they don't attempt to guess the answer. And how is this done? Well, we give them the motions of alerting. So it can throw up a red flag and it triggers a manual takeover. So this is where it's important to understand that agentic processes aren't designed to completely remove humans from the equation. It's actually to maximize and multiply potential. So when you trigger a manual takeover, you're talking about a system that instantly hits pause on the automation. It packages up the entire context, the client's angry email, the data it found, or maybe inconsistencies from the client, and the draft that it wasn't confident in, and routes it directly to a qualified human. So we call this human in the loop governance. So here is where it gets incredibly powerful. An error is also only a failure if you don't learn from it. So when you're talking about machine learning, this is kind of where every person in your organization plays a part in actually creating an intelligent system that fine tunes over the progress of a real day's work. So when you sit down, you correct an agent's drafted response and you hit send, that correction isn't just an email, it's actually training data that requires no code whatsoever. So the agent literally learns from their mistake. It updates the internal rules so that when it encounters the same question next week, it knows exactly how to handle it in a more subtle, nuanced way. So you're not just fixing errors, you're actually continually training the model on your exact preferences. So in the next episode, we're going to talk about the revenue engine, how this can be put to work in rethinking even outbound sales.